become an old hat to see the Alamo City celebrate the Larry O'Brien Trophy. Tim Duncan, fourth title 9 years. Bruce Bowen helping the Spurs, celebrating third in 5. And, of course, tens of thousands of fans lining the Riverwalk to once again reunite with that trophy. Hey, how are you, folks? Jason Horowitz. Glad you could join us on the Sports Update presented by Toyota. That the NBA passed. As for the future, the draft exactly 10 days away, but today marks the deadline for players to withdraw their names. Update you on those in just a bit. But why don't we start with the 4-day period that it was for Argentina in the U.S. First, Manu Ginobili winning his third NBA title with those Spurs. Now, Angel Cabrera with his first major. The 37-year-old joining Roberto De Vicenzo is the only Argentinians to win a major, and they do it 40 years apart. Sunday holding off the numbers 1 and 3 players in the world. And for the second straight major, Tiger Woods, the final player to walk off the 18th green, finishing in a tie for second, this time with Jim Furyk, who becomes the first in 40 years to finish second in consecutive U.S. Opens. But the day belonged to Cabrera, whose 1 under made him the 4th straight foreigner to win the U.S. Open, holding off the 12-time major champ.
Well, finishing second is never fun. You play so hard, and it's just disappointing. I've my last 4 majors. I've won 1, 2, 2. I mean, not terrible, but still could have been a little bit better.
So, U.S.-born players not winning the nation's golf championship, but we can talk about U.S.-born players in the national pastime. Barry Bonds Sunday with his first ever home run at Fenway Park, number 748 overall. Just 8 away from breaking Hank Aaron's record. Frank Thomas with his 244th career home run as a designated hitter. That puts him atop that list all time. And Chipper Jones recorded a couple hits, numbers 2000 and 2001, which was a 2-bagger. The Braves third baseman needs just 2 more doubles to join Hall of Famer Eddie Murray and Chili Davis as the only switch hitters with 2,000 hits, 400 doubles, and 350 home runs. All right, folks, here's a question. When you look back at the end of the 2007 season, will more people remember the Spurs winning the title or the Kobe Bryant summer saga? The Lakers star, after meeting with owner Jerry Buss in Spain over the weekend, wrote on his website that he still wants a trade. Remember, he wavered back and forth last month about trade me, I'll stay, trade me, I'll stay. Here's what he wrote on Sunday. Quote, "When you love something as much as I love the Lakers, it's hard to even imagine thinking about being elsewhere. But the one thing I will never sacrifice when it comes to basketball is winning. The more I thought about the future, the more I became convinced that the Lakers and me just have 2 different visions for the future." As for the futures of these college kids, the immediate is back to school. Marquette's Dominic James, the headliner of guys making the decision as of Monday morning. Joining him, Nevada's Marcellus Kemp, although teammate Ramon Sessions will stay in the NBA draft. Players have till 5 p.m. Eastern Monday to withdraw their names as long as they haven't signed with an agent. So stay with CBS Sportsline for those decisions and Gary Parrish's thoughts on the day. All right, stick with college metal bats. Time for the Wiz Hits. College World Series. State has lost twice and becomes the first team to have to leave Omaha. A couple more games today. The loser of UC Irvine and Cal State Fullerton will also be eliminated. Carl Edwards Sunday took home the Michigan 400. First win for him in the Nextel Cup since 2005. As for Roush Racing, 6 wins in Michigan in the last 11 races. And last week, Dale Earnhardt Jr. announced he'd be joining Hendrick Motorsports, thus giving up the number 8 owned by DEI. But owner Teresa Earnhardt says she's willing to listen to an offer, though one president said Jr. could have Mandarin Chinese numbers on his car and still sell the same number of souvenirs. And one other note, folks, Orioles a new manager. Sam Perlazzo out in Baltimore in, the bullpen coach Dave Tremblay. All this because Andy McPhail coming over from the Cubs to become the chief of operations for the Orioles, which could mean Joe Girardi may be the new permanent manager in Baltimore. All right, so a lot of things to follow here on CBS Sportsline as the day progresses. Enjoy the night in sports. I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care.